Welcome to Poor Brothers Decisions.
Hey, you made it just in time. Look at you go, man.
What's up, guys?
How is everyone doing out there? How is everyone doing? What's going on with you, man?
Feeling a little off today, but other than that, just busy and tired as usual.
Yeah. Well, I've had similar, but I've also decided I was going to up my what do you call that? My activities. Uh, Ended up joining a senior softball league, and I am the young guy on the team. So, I feel like I'm the young guy again. But outside of that, a little exercise don't hurt no one.
Yeah, you just trying to kid yourself, eh?
Hey, I'm going to lie to myself all I can.
No
I am
doubt.
not old at all.
No doubt.
Hey, Shelly, how you doing? Good to see you in. Ace, uh, you got it done before the premiere started. Or wait, your premiere ended before ours started. Yeah, I think I said that right. Anyway, Ace, I'm glad you're here. I hope that everything is going smooth for you. Uh, what I was able to catch of that premiere of yours, holy cow. Um, you put your hands on me. Yeah, she got a lot of hands on her. Did she happen to ride the Lightning by chance? Um, I hope so. Anyway, if you guys don't know, Ace has a show over there, and in his show, he highlights dumb criminals. Okay, and he gets in there and he absolutely lets them show how foolish they really are. I think tonight had something to do with a drunk TikTok lawyer. So yeah, she definitely got what she deserved. Um, Again, Hoopy Star, uh, welcome in. I really appreciate you, sir. Again, Hoopy Star is the one that did the intro music. He also does our outro music. And if you need to get in touch with him for any reason at all, let me know, and we will be able to hook you up. He does some pretty cool work, not only with doing stuff with a little bit of 3D printing here and there, but he does fantastic stuff with uh, music, as you can tell, and he can hook you up if you need it. So, at any rate,
And he's got cool 3D stuff like keychains.
oh hell yeah, yep. The little sign back there says Mister Three. The other one says Poor Brothers.
Yep, yep.
Looks like little taps. Love it. Um, but yeah, what do you have going on, sir?
Well, my little tidbit, which is going to go along with what I'm drinking tonight, is Monkey Shoulder, the Irish
Oh,
whiskey.
yeah.
I'm not sorry, Scottish whiskey.
Oh, it's Scottish?
It's Scottish whiskey. So that whiskey was actually uh, the name actually comes from a real ailment suffered by the distillery workers.
Okay, can you say that again?
The name Monkey Shoulder
Yeah.
came from an actual real ailment suffered by distillery workers.
So there's something called, you can
Monkey,
go to the doctor and they go, oh, you got monkey shoulder.
I don't know. Probably not nowadays. I mean, maybe. I guess it just depends.
So
But
what
what
is
it
it?
is, it's the distillery workers that were using the heavy shovels.
Yeah,
They were using that to turn the malting barley and all that stuff over.
yeah.
Basically, what that did was it created where one arm hung lower than the other. So they called it monkey shoulder.
Well, wouldn't that be kind of similar
Because when
to,
you're shoveling,
yeah?
this arm's always lower, and then they just permanently stay that way, and they call it monkey shoulder.
Well, isn't that kind of the same type of thing as married forearm? One gets used a little more than the other. Yo, mama, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I am going to be drinking some Whistle Pig. Now, this is a little bottle. I got my big bottle upstairs. However, this is a 12 year. I think the one I have upstairs is a 10 year. So I'm going to try this one out.
Did you know that there's no age limit on whiskey?
Define age limit.
There's no legal age requirement on whiskey. So it doesn't have to be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years old. It could be.
It can be right out of the cask.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that, but there's certain, like bourbon, I think there's an age requirement.
I'll have to look into that, but I don't remember if there is or not.
I know Scotch has very particular rules that it must go by in order to be considered Scotch, not just being out of Scotland.
Yeah. By the way, I'm having my whiskey sour with Scottish whiskey.
I'm just gonna have my Whistle Pig right here. Looks like
Yeah,
your mama's gonna go to the Guinness factory next year.
All whiskey is actually completely clear
Yes.
until it hits the oak barrel.
Yep.
Also, too, whiskey stops aging once it's pulled out of the barrel.
Correct.
Did not know that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. So your 12 year is always going to be a 12 year,
Mhm.
even if you have it for 25 years and never open it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did know that.
I'm trying to get better at my whiskeys, so I'm learning.
Did you know that Kentucky has 95% of all bourbon whiskey
Yes,
produced?
yes, and I also know that there are more oak barrels than there are people in the city of or in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
It is. But it does make sense as well. Another cool fact is during World War II, many of the distilleries were turned into producing different types of fuel and penicillin.
I mean, that makes sense with all the alcohol and shit running around.
Right. But they were
Yeah.
also, the penicillin drug doing that. So that was something cool. When you said you had a couple of whiskey facts, I went, oh, I learned something too this week as well. So I had to pull those up real quick because a couple of those I didn't realize that they had done. I knew that, like, if you take into account a lot of places that made metal items, cars, refrigerators, stuff like that, they transferred all of their manufacturing into helping the war efforts. Just like pennies, there was no copper pennies for a couple of years. It was all steel pennies.
Yep.
I think we talked about this 1 or 2 shows ago. And then I didn't realize that with whiskey going into producing like penicillin, it made sense to me for the alcohol, for the gasoline or whatever they use. But yeah, that was very interesting to me in that regards.
George Washington.
Okay. Had wooden teeth.
Did you know he was one of the largest whiskey producers in the 18th century?
Yeah. He also, if I'm not mistaken, had a fairly large amount of hemp production as well.
I believe whatever it was Mount Vernon Distillery.
if I'm not mistaken, they still have a Mount Vernon.
That in 1799, that distillery produced nearly 11,000 gallons of whiskey that year.
Let's see here. George Washington's distillery and grist mill is temporarily closed. What the world? Oh no. The original structure was destroyed in 1850, but looks like they built a new one. Huh. Yeah, 11,000 gallons. That's awesome.
You know, I don't know, Yo Mama, and I'm actually looking at it, and I don't see where it has any likeness. I guess maybe the mash, maybe because it's from corn. So I guess it could be a whiskey. Maybe. But I don't know if they use barley and stuff or what is that other stuff? Oats, maybe. But anyway. And then the only other thing I had on whiskey tonight was do you know? Go ahead.
So, to answer the question, is moonshine whiskey? Which I always assumed it was. And then I started thinking about it, I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong on this. It is. It is it's considered a high proof, unaged corn whiskey. So, yes.
I.e. the corn mash. Yeah.
It is it's often called a white whiskey.
White lightning.
Yeah, well, but yes, moonshine is technically a whiskey. So no wonder I liked it when I was younger.
Yeah, right.
And yes, George Washington did grow a lot of hemp along with producing a lot of whiskey. So, and they used hemp for clothing and paper products and a whole bunch of other stuff, ropes, stuff like that. Not just smoke.
Now, without cheating.
Yep.
Do you know what the oldest distillery is and where it's located?
I don't actually.
Do you have an idea of where it might be located?
If I had to guess, the oldest distillery is going to be in Kentucky.
Okay, let me rephrase this. The oldest licensed distillery. No cheating out there, people. No cheating.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Licensed distillery. I'm going to say Delaware, and I don't know the name of it.
I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to say it's not the United States.
Well, then it would probably be. All right, give me a time frame. Let's start there.
I could tell you in 2008, they were celebrating their 400th year.
All right, 2008, 400 years, 1600. So that's going to be Scotland.
1608 was when they're.
Yeah, Scotland.
It's actually Northern Ireland.
It's close.
And it's the Old Bushmills Distillery.
Oh, no kidding.
The Old Bushmills Distillery wasn't the old. It was 176 years later that it didn't become official until Bushmills wasn't official. So it was like 1784-ish.
So they were making it.
They were licensed in 1608. But Bushmills itself wasn't official until about 1784.
So whatever the company was before Bushmills was licensed in 1608.
Right. The oldest Bushmills distillery is in Northern Ireland. and it's the oldest licensed distillery in the world, operating since 1608.
Nice.
That's it. It's 418 years old.
Can you imagine having a bottle of that?
No, actually, because that shit goes bad.
Not if it's sealed.
If it's, it can go bad in the barrel.
It can go bad in the barrel, but if they put it in a bottle and they sealed the bottle,
How do you figure their sealing was back then?
I don't know, but they really didn't have great glass bottles back then either.
Ooh,
Just saying, can you imagine if you had one though?
I mean, hell, they had just here in the near recent shit where we had wow, there goes my brain.
Are you talking about the floods?
No, the UV light in the glass, uranium.
Oh yeah.
So they were using uranium glass. So how fun was that in the 50s?
I wonder if there's any whiskey bottles made of that.
That'd be nuts, wouldn't it?
Oh, that'd be some good whiskey. Your piss would glow in the dark. I'll try it.
You could write your name.
Yeah. I'd try it. All right. What else do you got, sir?
That was it on my end. Open for anything else. If anybody's got any questions on, I mean, like I've said before on cars, or if you're curious about things or whatever, it's super hard to diagnose like this. I would kind of have to be there and whatever, but I can, like I said before, I can help maybe get you in the right direction.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I like talking about different things. So
Walk out back, put a hole in it, throw it in the trash.
I got the Can-Am out.
Oh yeah.
And
you said that something about the battery.
Yeah, I had to put a battery in it because,
Yeah.
setting, whatever. It was pretty old anyways.
Yeah, you said they had a recall on your battery.
No, they had so I ordered a battery off of the Amazon. And
Okay.
I'm actually, I really like NOCO, the company. It's a they make a battery pack for jump starting. It's NOCO.
Mm-hmm.
But I had seen a battery that they had produced that actually looked like a battery, but it wasn't a battery. And they had little plates that you could stack up to make it tall enough or whatever, so it'd be kind of the same size as your standard battery would be. There's no lead, there's no acid, there's no nothing. It's basically just your Jumpstart technology in a battery form, and it's got 2 posts on it, positive, negative, and It's got a smart chip in it, so that way, when you hook your cables up to it, because it's going to be like a regular jump box. Eventually, it's going to drain down.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a smart chip in the top of it, so that way as the vehicle's running, it doesn't overcharge it. It kind of.
So the Can-Am would charge it up, and it would stop charging just like it would with a standard battery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and does it say how many starts it's got before it goes out, or?
I'd have to go back, but I think it's not going to be like your standard battery.
Because it's more of a jump box.
In a sense, yeah. So I don't think the starts would be necessarily the same as like a standard lead acid battery or an AGM battery.
All right. Well, let me ask you this.
I think it was good for like 50,000 starts.
Why would you go with that instead of a regular battery?
Not that their weight difference was huge, but the weight. Because I know NOCO has a good reputation for having good products, and it just, I don't know. I just kind of lean towards more like safety, like there's no battery to explode with, having like AGM flat plates or like um, lead acid, the lead acid technology, that kind of stuff. Even though that's still kind of there, just in a smaller form.
Do they make it for regular cars and trucks?
I don't know.
I mean,
I
if
was
it
just
works for a Can-Am, I mean, I got a small car.
Well, and what's crazy is like the battery that I had in it was only like 320 or 325 cold cranking out,
Okay.
where the Nokia one was like 600, and it was in same kind of size, but it was lighter.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm just wondering if that is a better alternative than the actual battery for regular
um,
vehicles.
probably not in the sense because of because of the way that the vehicles are nowadays with the start stop technology.
Well, the other question would be how much stuff is actually running off the battery while you're going? And would that little jumper be able to handle that type of stuff?
Uh, Correct. As long as the vehicle was running, it would probably be fine. But if you had anything of serious power, like headlights or
AC, heat.
AC heat, that kind of stuff, if you're talking the larger cars, but like my Can-Am, mine would be more like light bar, um,
If you had a CB radio or
headlights,
something.
winch, stuff like that. You would want the uh, machine to be able to keep up with that, and the battery to be able to keep with that as well. So that it was just something I wanted to try
Yeah.
and to see if it would work, and just in the sense of could I get away with something like that for decent warranty, lightweight. I like the technologies that they have in it. Um,
I know you said something about the warranty when we were talking a little earlier. Was that warranty better than any of the lead battery warranty?
yeah, it was I don't know what the manufacturer had. I think they had like 2 year, maybe three. Most of your parts stores, when you buy those UTV batteries from them, you get 3 months, maybe six. I got I got 6 on mine because I got it through AutoZone, but
Right.
because that was local, and I'm trying to get ready for a ride next weekend. But
What was the warranty on the Noco?
I don't remember off the top of my head. I know it was a couple, three, like it was at least a couple of years for just,
Oh, no kidding.
and then I think if you got like the Assurian protection or whatever, then that would cover it for an additional year or two.
No kidding.
But that's kind of like one of those, like I said, the jump start box. It's like a little portable battery pack.
Yep.
And every once in a while, after you get through jumping a vehicle, your battery's down, and you just go in and you plug it in, and it charges it back up. With this battery setup, if my car sat for 6 months and I went in and hit the button and it wouldn't start, I would just plug it into a 110 setup, and after 5 minutes, they claim after 5 minutes of charging at one with the 110,
It's
it would be enough to crank the vehicle over and start it, and then the vehicle would take over from there and charge it up the rest of the way.
And what does a battery like that run?
I think the one I was looking at was like 179, and I just paid $136 for a lead acid one. Well, it's basically an AGM battery, so
Well, I know that for my Jeep, I paid 160, I think.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that 179 is comparable as far as pricing for the most part.
Your Jeep is totally different, though. That's a big battery versus just a little tiny lawnmower / motorcycle battery, UTV battery. It's got way more cranking out.
All right, well then
Your
let's
Jeep would have anywhere between 600 and 800 cold cranking amp in it.
right, but you just said that that little thing that you had was
Yeah.
about 600 also.
They make small compact batteries that are like $300 to $500, but I wasn't paying that kind of money for it.
No, but I'm just thinking, outside the box. It's like, okay, well, get one or two of those. Lawnmower runs forever now. It's not using a damn little lead acid battery because you said it's a small one, right?
You have to keep charging it up, though. It's just like any other battery. Yeah, it's going to hold a surface charge for a while, but eventually it's going to go away. So then you have to put a 110 on it. And then eventually you're going to get only so many, like, I think this one said 50,000 starts out of it. So
If my lawnmower lasts 50,000 starts, okay, it's probably my grandkids' freaking lawnmower at this
well, I
point.
think at that point you're just looking at age of the battery too. So,
I'm gonna age up before the battery does.
I mean, if it's good technology, which Noco has been a really good battery, and they've been around for a minute, and I've always enjoyed their products.
Yeah.
I had the GTO sitting on one of their Genius chargers. It's basically
It's a trickle charger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could tell whether it's lead acid, AGM, or whatever. It could tell whatever battery it was, and all the way down to like 1 amp or something like that. If the battery was drained all the way down to that point, it could actually bring it back to life and keep it charged. My GTO did the same thing, so I went and bought one of those, and because it had died, and I put the smart charger on it, and
What's a smart charger run you?
$39-40. I just bought one for the car, the Can-Am.
Yeah.
And it actually mounts inside of the car. So I mounted it. I bolted it to the battery.
Right.
And I mounted the smart charger inside of it, and it's got a 110 cord hanging out. And in the wintertime, when it's not being driven because there's too much snow and ice on the ground, I just plug it in the wall and it just sit there and keep it charged all winter long.
And where is that? Like on Amazon or something like that?
Yeah. Noco.
Nice.
I think it cost me $39.
You'll have to send that to me, or whatnot, when we get done with this, because I want to take a look at that. Because
I have the one that I had for my GTO, and then I ordered another one for the car because I wanted to mount it in the car.
Yeah.
And it's got the little eyelets that you can mount it to the battery, so it mounts to the
Right.
positive negative goes to there. I just ran the cable over, and it had a little mount spot. Just mounted it to the wall. And my other one that I used for my GTO had little alligator clips, so you just plug it in the wall and you run it over and put the alligator clips on it, and you can leave it on there indefinitely. At some point, a battery is going to take and you're going to have to put a battery in it, but it prolongs the life of it by keeping it at a steady.
Does it need to be attached directly to the battery?
What?
The charger. All right. So you take the Jeep. It's got the battery underneath the seat.
So that's why I was saying there's two different sides to that.
Okay.
The one that I bought for the car, you bolt the two ends, the negative positive to it. It runs up to the Smart Genius charger part of it. Other end of it comes out, and it's got a 110 plug on it. And you just put an extension cord on it, and it's done.
Right.
It charges it. Now on yours, no freaking way.
Oh yeah, you saw that too.
What's up?
What's up, Jenny? What's going on? You saw it the same time I did. Ding.
Yep.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. But then the other style is the same way, where it plugs in. Well, it's got a 110 on it, the smart charger. But then instead of the other end actually just bolting to the battery, it has two alligator clips. and you just spread them, put them on there, and it charges. I know where your battery's at. It's a pain in the ass to do that.
Can you do it via the jump ports?
Underneath the hood on the passenger side, yes, you can. Just put your
So-
alligator clips there.
So could you also do it to the jump ports instead of, you know how you said you hooked it to the actual vehicle on your Can-Am, right?
Yeah,
Can you hook that to the jump ports and have the same effect as if it was straight to the battery?
the Can-Am doesn't have jump ports. It
I know
only-
that, right. I'm saying, but would that theoretically work?
If the Can-Am had jump ports, yes, but it
I'm
doesn't.
talking about my Jeep.
Yeah, I just said yes. On the
Okay.
on the passenger side, where you have your positive and negative connects for your jumping.
I'm not talking
Just-
about the alligator clips. I'm talking the actual.
No, you can't do that.
Can't do that. Okay.
No, you got to have the alligator clips because there's nowhere for the eyelets to. How do you get the eyelets to hold on?
I have mine screw. I have on the jump ports because one of them has the positive and it screws an eyelet for the positive down, and you can unscrew that, and it will actually you can pull the positive terminal off.
Under the hood?
Yes, and yeah, I'll-
It should have just a lug there, and then it should just have a lug on the.
you can
on
take
the-
that lug off because there's an actual positive cable there.
I suppose if you took the lug off, you could probably just do the eyelet type setup, depending on how big the screw is versus what the lug is. But honestly,
10 millimeter.
for that scenario, I would just say just get the alligator clamp one and just go.
Right.
Because otherwise you got to take the 4.5 feet of the cable and 4.5 feet of the 110 and scrunch it all up in that little spot.
Yeah.
Versus just popping the hood, put alligator clips on it, let it sit, and when you're ready to roll, you just take the alligator clips and close the hood, and off you go.
I was just thinking, mounting the damn thing to the vehicle. Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm sure that they have different things you can do, especially on like your snare, because your shit's under the seat. If you could figure out how to just get it up, bolted to the battery underneath the seat, and then just have the little 110 package hanging out, and you just run an extension cord in there.
how big is it? Because I know that there's space with the
About
battery.
like this.
Are we talking like
Hang on a second, I'll show you. I'll bring my other one out.
real quick? Pops. Oh, he's ran away. Bye. Hi, Pops. How you doing? Jen. Holy cow! It's been a minute since you've been around. How's everything going? Yeah. Let's see here. So while he's out and about, I'm going to go over here shortly a little bit of history, this day in history. Again, we're going to have the good book, and then I've actually got some stuff about torpedoes and submarines and stuff, which he does not know. That I'm going to bring up. So I want to see how his knowledge is on that. And I know that he's not military or anything like that, so it's going to be one of those that he probably doesn't know anything about it, which is fine. But it's kind of interesting. Let's see here. Oh, Mama T, how you doing? Just found us on TikTok. So, yeah, we just started this not too long ago. We're less than. Well, this is episode 17, so yeah. Janet Gunther was born in an American race car driver who became the first woman to compete in the Indy 500 and 1876. Bell patents a telephone. I don't have either one of those two actually on here. Do not have either one of those two. Ace, the walls that you see in his house there, they're not. They're just straight up wood. It's like a freaking cabin.
It is literally a cabin. That's what this
Uh,
house is. It's a
yeah,
cabin.
it's you know it's a wood house, legit. Um,
It's a
so
cabin.
yeah, it's straight up. Yeah, there's no sheetrock or anything like that. Oh, Katie said, "Hello, how are you?" My better
So
half is in the chitty chat. All right, so
that's it.
turn it over. Turn it over. I want to see all. I think that actually might fit underneath the seat in the battery compartment.
It'll be tight.
Yes, but I do believe it will fit.
So this is what you have to contend with. There's a little button here.
Okay.
So you could leave this side of it. You have to go to Noco and just see their accessories.
I like accessories.
But there's this huge cord here. And then you have this one.
Okay,
It's got a little
there's
got a
so
little
much of that.
there's a fuse on it.
Yeah, that's
Protect
good.
But that's what you would hook onto the
Up underneath, and that's where the issue would be is hooking those up underneath. Now, if they had the eyelets that were big enough to go over the actual posts,
they do.
then I wouldn't need alligator clips because I could put those directly on the
So
post.
that would be a little bit different setup than this one. You would get the Noco Genius 2, which is what I got. That's what this one is too, but just in a different setup.
It would just have a different accessory.
um, I'm going to try and pull it up for you so you can see it.
All right.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, you got it?
Do. Oh,
I did something a little different with my ice. You know how we make the little ice balls?
yeah.
I took our crushed ice, put it inside the ice ball former, and then fill it with water. And so now it's melting in like two different stages.
What is going on here? Why won't it pull that up? Oh, I bet you I know why. Yeah, here.
Mama T says, let me throw this up here. We need to tell our great niece to hurry the hell up. Everyone is tired.
Hey, when that kid's ready to pop, that kid will be ready to pop, all right?
And it might wait a minute after it's ready.
Get very well good.
I mean, I waited a little bit. I think that was more mom's fault than mine. I think mom said, hell no, you're not being born on Christmas, and waited a week. So there's that. Does she happen to be in the chat? We'll tell her, hurry the hell up.
Here you go.
Is it working? What do we got here? Oh, look at that.
So there you go.
Let's see. Yep. Look at that right there.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
And then I probably won't actually get to see it because they took it off, I believe. So now we won't see it.
What is a Genus 10? I mean, you showed me a 2. If that's a second generation, what's that 10th generation one?
So this would be. I'm going to show you this one. This would be similar to what I was looking at for the Can-Am.
Jazzy says she's over it. She's done
Oh
being
yeah,
pregnant.
I guarantee it.
Been cooking long enough. What? All right. What is that?
That was what I was looking at, but in a 600 cold cranking out.
Well, this one's 700. So wouldn't that be better?
Well, yes and no, but I would assume that this one would probably work as well. But see how you've got the stud up on the top, and then there's also the stud
Yeah.
on the side there that you could put your attachments to.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I was looking at, and it's basically I think everything you have is probably all up in just this area here. So I don't know. Maybe this whole thing's full of batteries and it's just part of the jumpstart package. But
Click on some of the other little pictures on the left there. Why is everything in frickin' micrometers? We need some freedom units up in here. 178 micrometers. Okay.
where did it say that?
One over there on the right, underneath the 30. Look down.
Oh no! Oh yeah,
164 micrometers.
yeah,
120
millimeters. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Come on, give me some freedom units.
But there's no activation, so it's just basically like you don't have to pour acid into it like a lot of your lead batteries. You have to pour
Right.
acid in order to activate the cells. So there's no sulfation, no acid, no water, none of that stuff in there. Hey, it says go from 0%, which is basically 0% battery, to
Oh, you see that Genus 10? Recharge time, 48 minutes.
gotcha. So
That's
it's just
cool.
the way it charges it, and I'm sure that probably has some sort of effect at some point on the battery itself, as far as like this one, it says 10 times more starts, 5 times longer life, up to 50,000 starts and 2,000 cycles. So
All right, so
50,000 starts would be a lot, and 2,000 cycles would probably be more like,
could you explain the difference between the two?
well, starting, and then going from starting from a full charge to a dead charge. That would probably be a cycle.
Okay, makes sense.
Battery management system, so it's got an intelligent, just like a lot of your cars do. They have a intelligent battery sensor, which tells you basically the life of the battery, the quality of the battery in a sense, which you guys as a consumer would never know. But I mean, it's just in that particular battery there, and I guess if I had realized that maybe that one was still available, I might have spent the extra $20 and bought that. But
yeah, replaces battery sizes.
It's a 30L, so that would be your group size 30. I think mine's a 20, so it might be a little large for it might fit a little large. So what they're saying group size would be like height and.
Well, it says designed for motorcycles, ATVs, UTVs, scooters, jet skis.
Right, but not all batteries are equal.
Right, lawnmowers, generators.
Some batteries are wide and
short,
stout, and then some are short and stout.
Hey, that's like us.
Well, but some of them are they stay the same height; they just grow wider. And some of those batteries that are not as wide will provide you a similar battery, which is what the start-stop battery would be. That would be right in front of that on some makes and models.
Gotcha.
But anyways, that was the type of battery I was looking at getting, and it's pretty neat.
Actually, it is.
But yeah, I didn't realize that there was stages in the Genius side.
Can you hook these up in series?
That is a damn good question. So like this one here, do you see this here?
Yep.
This would probably be that would be an adapter for. See how this one's got the alligators?
Yep. It would be the
Other side of that, so I wouldn't have to have.
alligator. You could have the little.
But I
Nice.
mean, for $39, you could just get the one that I showed earlier,
Right.
which is
But the one that you showed earlier only
This one.
comes with one or the other.
this one here. Only comes with this right here, and
Right.
that's going to have your 110 plug on it, and each side is the same length. I guess I'm just going to click on it. So I got to remember what
That's
the
less than
length.
a pound. Nice.
24-inch, so 2 feet on either side of it.
Okay.
What? Oh. Oh,
All right.
well. My bad.
All right.
Anyway.
Let's roll into this day in history. How about that? I like history.
I tried to set up her eviction notice yesterday.
The problem is eviction notices in this day and age are very hard to make happen.
they're hard to get by these days.
It's a very lengthy process. You almost just need to let this one wait itself out. Just saying.
As you do on most cases.
All right. This day in history. You ready for this? There's a couple of interesting ones here, and there's two of them that coincide with each other in two different time frames. Sure. Let's see. 1814. Napoleon wins the Battle of Créneau. Napoleon's Imperial French army attacked a combined force of 22,000 Russian and Prussian soldiers of the Sixth Coalition near Caron in northern France. While Napoleon's army succeeded in winning the field and driving the coalition forces from the actual area, they suffered many casualties that affected their battle readiness and led to Napoleon's ultimate losing the war. You want to know what his biggest mistake was? Attacking Russia in the winter.
Right?
You want to know what Hitler's biggest mistake was? Attacking Russia in the winter. He lost so many people doing that. Just let them be icicles for a little while. When it starts warming up, then do what you got to do. Just leave the winters alone when it comes to Russia. Let's see here. What year did Monopoly get its trademark?
61.
1961?
Mhm.
Nah, older than that.
22.
You're a lot closer now. 1933. That's when Monopoly got its trademark and became an official game.
I'll be damned.
All right. 1936. Germany reoccupies Rhineland. The post-World War I Treaty of Versailles expressly forbid Germany from remilitarizing the area west of the Rhine River. Doing so meant Germany was poised to invade Belgium and threaten France. The reoccupation allowed the Third Reich to begin reconstructing a series of defensive fortifications along the river and tipped the military balance of power in its favor. So in World War I, when they got their asses handed to them, okay, they were told you're not allowed to do this, not allowed to do this, not allowed to do this. As they came back into power for World War II, they went, yeah, he was going to stop us. And no one did for many, many years. So, yeah. So, having said that, this is where that second part comes into play. 1945, General George Patton leads American armor in capturing Cologne, Germany. The city spanned the Rhine River, and its capture established the first Allied bridgehead on the river's east bank. The capture of the city signaled the beginning of the end of World War II. So it started the beginning of World War II. We came in and started the end of it by taking that same area away from them.
Hmm.
Very strategic piece of property right there. So, pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I got some more stuff for you. And it's not in this book. What's today? Today's the 7th. So 3 days ago, March 4th, 2026, a U.S. submarine sinks an Iranian warship with a torpedo. They did it in international waters off of the coast of Sri Lanka. When was the last time that we used a submarine and a torpedo to sink a ship?
God, that had to have been what, World War II, wouldn't it?
It actually was. And it was August 14th of 1945. The USS Torsk sank 2 Japanese ships on that day. And that was the last time we used torpedoes to sink a ship outside of doing like in wartime. Okay. Now we have done some training where we sank some of our own ships and made them into little reefs out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. But actually sinking a ship in war.
With people.
Correct.
Yeah.
Was 1945.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. And that kind of led me down the path of, hey, what other cool, interesting submarine stuff is there? And one of them was, what's the fastest submarine ever recorded?
You're in waters that, no pun intended, you're in waters that I'm not familiar with.
Yep. See, I told you.
I'm going to
not know any of this. Are you interested though?
I am. Can I say 30 mile an hour?
All right. Let's see how close you are. The fastest recorded. Now, this is, what's the best way to put this? This is stuff that's not classified or anything like that. Okay. Was a Soviet K-222, 44.7 knots. This was in 1970 to 1971. Okay. 44.7 knots. I really had to look this up because I was like, what the hell is that? That's worse than damn micrometers. Okay.
They use that same metric and speed too for airplanes.
Yes, but it's a different speed.
Well, yeah, because you have airspeed.
Knots in water is different than knots in the air.
Well, yeah, because you have airspeed versus water speed. So it's
that would be like saying, yeah, I'm doing 100 miles an hour on land, but 100 miles an hour in the water is completely different speed. It doesn't make sense to me when you look at it like that. All right, anyway, so 44.7 knots is 83 kilometers per hour, which is 51 miles per hour.
Oh, shit. So the faster recorder is going to be better than that.
The what?
So that means that was the fastest?
That was the fastest one
in 1970?
Correct.
Well, shit, we again, no pun intended, but we've got that blown out of the water by now, I'm sure.
I'm sure we do, but that to this date, there's been no recorded that's been faster. In fact, most subs, military subs, okay, travel between 25 to 30 knots. Okay. Russian and US subs travel 35 plus knots as their top speeds. That's what they're telling everyone. Right. Exactly. Now, water resistance is a lot different than air resistance.
I would
So,
imagine so.
having said that, you're also trying to be extremely quiet. You're also trying to make no undue noise or anything. And in order to get to that type of speed, mechanically, something's got to make some noise. So, now, having said that, maybe it's not too far off. Maybe they're really not hitting 60, 70 knots underwater. Okay. Maybe they are, kind of slower. But you also have to remember that in the water, 50 miles an hour steady is pretty quick. You cover a lot of distance at that speed because you're not doing turns, you're not having to go around mountains or anything. You're going straight line.
I mean, best case scenario, you're having to just move up or down a little bit,
Right.
depending on how far down you are, I guess.
Yeah. Which
Well, and that's the other thing too, is depending on how far down you are with the weight, because
oh,
you
the
got
water
all
pressure.
the water weight pressure, yeah.
Yeah.
That might, I'm sure that affects a lot of it too.
So it brings me to my last cool submarine factoid. Deepest recorded submarine dive. Come on, chat. If you got an idea.
With somebody in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
With someone in it. Yeah.
I don't know, 6 miles?
Well, now you're making me think and converting. You're close. Because they do it in feet. So 5280 times 6. Where's my calculator? Hello, Calculator. You're close. You're
6-7 miles, huh?
so 10,928 meters, which is 35,853 feet.
Yes, that would put you somewhere around 7 or 8, wouldn't it?
Yep.
7 or 8 miles.
That's when they were doing the Marinara Trench.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mariana, yeah.
Marinara. Come on.
Mariana Trench.
No, because they had the meatballs down there too.
No, yeah. If some shit went down, yeah, maybe. But the water pressure may not even be that kind.
Yeah. So, military or civilian?
For the Mariana Trench ordeal?
Yep.
I think that was civilian, wasn't it?
It was. It was in 2019, it was the DSV limiting factor. They were doing a bunch of scientific studies and whatnot down there. So I'm like, all right, so what's the deepest official that a military sub goes? Got an idea on that one?
No, I just assumed that the Mariana Trench one was the deepest one. So I would.
Oh, it is.
Just, so military. I mean, you would think if the civilian has got it, then the military is going to have it.
So
I would think they would have the same capability to be around the same depth. I would have thought.
If they were building something that small.
Well, okay.
If they were
That
building,
makes sense.
Okay.
So let's just say instead of 7 or 8 miles, let's just say 5.
Way off. way off.
They could go deeper, huh?
You're
Or
going
they
the
can-
wrong way.
Oh shit! They can't even go that deep.
So you got to remember, it's the size of the actual vessel, and what are they used for? They're used for deployment against other countries and stuff like that. Plus, on top of that, they need to stay close to the surface to attack other ships and to launch their missiles. Okay? You're not shooting a missile off 1 or 2 miles from below the surface. You're coming right up to the top and shooting it. On top of that, what if something goes wrong when you're that deep? You got how many lives inside that thing? And
Well,
you're trying to go up, and now you can't get back up. No one's going to be able to get down to you. So it kind of makes sense that they don't go as deep in those traditional military combat style subs. I'm sure that they do have smaller subs that are 1 or 2 man that they use for the same type of scientific research that the civilians are doing that would go down that deep. But
was that kind of more like those what were those?
the U2 boats,
Yeah, those were only 1 or 2 man, 3 man subs, weren't they?
no, they were bigger than that.
Were they?
Yeah. Matter of fact, Chicago's got one of them. Yep, Chicago's got one. So we to do a little backtracking on this, we shot at it. It started to go down. The Germans tried to scuttle it, sink it. The Americans went in, grabbed it. That's also how we got the Enigma machine, which is the machine that does all of the decoding of, the cryptic type stuff.
Morse code.
Well, it basically what it did is I would give you a code, and the only way that you could decode the message was if you had one of these machines.
Oh, okay. So different. Yeah.
So it actually had one of them. So anyway, we got it. The 8 or 10 guys that they put down in that sub to try and fix it so that it was survivable, it started going down, and they had to seal everything up. So these 8 or 10 guys were inside of a German sub that had all German writing in it, and they didn't speak German, and they had to fix it. Something that they had shot in order to sink it, they wanted to keep it from sinking, so they had to go fix it and try and get it to not sink. And they were just relying on the fact that they understood how shit works.
So basically, that's what you and I do, and every other man in this effing world does.
Yeah.
We look at the destructions and we just go, "Fuck that shit!
I don't need to read
I
that.
don't need that crap. I can figure this out."
And that's what they did. And now it's in Chicago.
That's cool.
So, and you can actually go see it. But no, in 1985, the official operating combat sub depth, like the deepest for a combat sub, again, another Soviet sub, okay, K-278, 1,020 meters or 3,350 feet. Not even a mile.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's not even a mile.
I don't even think that's maybe 3/4 of a mile. And the other one, the little civilian one that had like 2 or 3 people in it, went down 7 or 8 miles.
How come we're not seeing any more chats?
Oh, they're just listening.
No, I see that Silva sent something and says all is well. You should give me a call sometime.
Who?
Jen says all is well. Should give me a call sometime. Miss you both. And then it says that she had found us through TikTok.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah. That was,
I don't because I don't see it on our side here on our chat. I have to go over to
Oh yeah.
the other my secondary screen over here to see some of the chat here.
Yeah, that was over a half hour ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yep.
Bummer.
That's all right. They're probably just sitting there watching, or they went to one of the other shows, which is fine. They're free to do that. I will ask that if you are here, hit subscribe, hit like, hit make a comment because it does help, and we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
So anyway, that's what I got as far as some interesting tidbits on submarines and stuff like that. Being a jarhead, people don't go, all right, jarheads, what do they know about ships? Well, we're on a lot of them, and there are even some that end up on submarines every now and again. So, you got any interesting warranty stuff or anything crazy like that?
No.
No.
Not really. I don't. Trying to think if there was anything that's been anything. I'll be honest with you. I hate a dishonest motherfucker. Sorry, people. I just hate dishonest people. So
That's been what you've been dealing with all week?
no, just I dealt with it yesterday, and I'm kind of still in a sour mood about it, and it is what it is, and
Gotcha.
it's gonna suck because it might cost me $1,000, but it is
No
what it is.
way. Cost you $1,000.
Cost me $1,000, but it is what it is, and well, it could cost me $1,000, or I might have to split it, or it might not cost me anything. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is.
Oh.
That's what the fuck whiskey's for. But
Well,
anyways,
if you gotta pay out $1,000, that's less whiskey that you're gonna be consuming.
listen, I got enough to get me by until I can recoup from it. Okay. So,
I understand that. If you need help, I know how to get you some.
but no, I honestly, I really haven't had too much in the way of anything super interesting or crazy at the shop. So,
Well, like I said, I started that seniors softball league.
Ace, we do it every Saturday, bud.
We try to anyway.
I mean, so far we haven't missed one.
Yeah, we did. We had to push it until like
Sunday
or Monday. Yeah.
Well, and that was on because it was something happened on your end, but it was Sunday. I think
Yeah.
it was. It was the next day. But yeah.
So
I mean, that's one time in 2 months, 3 months that we've been doing this shit.
Well, November. This is episode 17.
Yeah.
17 weeks.
Yeah. So, holy shit, we're cruising.
For a bruising. No, so I started with a senior softball league. Again, I'm legitimately the young guy there. There's some that are 95 years old playing. 95. Okay, there's a 95-year-old and a 94-year-old. Now
That's freaking awesome, dude.
they play in the mornings, so that they're a complete different league than what I am. But they play in the morning, and one of them, he was walking around, and I was like, "There's no way he's in his 90s. He's way too mobile for that." But no, he's one of the 90s. And then they have like 15 or 20 that are in their 80s, and I'm going, holy smokes. And they're out there playing, and one of them hits like as if he's freaking 40. I mean, he dink, and I'm like, and softballs, I mean, I was amazed. I was like, all right, my fat ass needs to get back in shape because I feel bad. And I know I'm not in bad shape, comparatively speaking to other people my age, but
He's putting your ass to shame, dude.
I'm looking at him going, I don't know if I could.
Could I do what he does at that age?
At that age, no. So I decided, one or two less sodas a week, 1 or 2 less bowls of ice cream a
No.
week.
One less piece of bacon at breakfast.
Oh no! I'm not giving up the
that
You can go-
motherfucker probably didn't either.
no. One of them smoking cigars like it's going out of style. I'm like, okay, but it's actually refreshing to see. And then there's actually a lot of older women that are playing as well. And one of them's on my team, and she's maybe 5 years older than I am. Okay, maybe 6 years older. She's not very much older, but I mean, she was out of high school before I got into high school. Okay, and she's over there and she's stretching, and I looked over and I went, "What in the hell are you doing?" She goes, "Stretching." I went, "I don't know if I've ever been able to bend like that or stretch like that." And she goes, "Well," I was like, "Damn."
You know what it's going to be for me? One less cherry in my drink.
There you go. But yeah, it's actually very refreshing to see older people out there playing, and some of them are hitting freaking lawn balls. I mean, home runs, like legit over the fence home runs, and I'm going, well, that's cool.
I mean, as long as you keep your body stretched and limber and free, and
see, I've done a lot of stuff, but I wasn't really like big into like the organized sports. I was doing other stuff. I was doing a lot of sports, but it wasn't like full blown, high school football, high school baseball, high school I played basketball, I played football, but it wasn't on in a sports type of
yeah. Well, you weren't doing it day in and day out.
right. So the last time I had an actual no shit, I was on a sports team that was not bowling, Little League, up in Oregon. I was 8 years old, maybe. So that
I was never in one.
I know.
You got me beat there.
Like 8
But boy,
years old.
we could play the hell out of some basketball when we were kids.
Oh yeah, it was still can. I can. I'm decent at it at my age. You get other people my age with me, I'm running circles around them, at least 5 minutes ahead of them. It's going to take me an extra 5 minutes to pass the fuck out. So, but no. So they were asking like, when was the last time you played? I'm like 40 plus years ago. And they're like not even high school or nothing. I went no. And I'm like, so I get up there and like, all right, can this guy hit? Can he catch? Can he, And they're like, where do you want it? I went, I don't know where the hell, because it's underhand softball. Okay. And I went, I don't know, just put it where it's supposed to be at. I'll hit it. And they threw it, and I whacked the shit out of it. And they're like, okay. So they start doing a couple other little stuff, and I'm hitting it. I'm like loosening up a little bit, and I cranked one of them, and it missed this dude by like that far. Went, yank.
He got a shave, dude.
He's like, ooh. And no, it was actually really fun watching some of these guys that are obviously 10, 15 years older than I am out there and just getting
enjoying themselves, having fun.
That's all it was. It's still
Dude, that's
still
what it's
talking
about.
Still
Oh, fuck
talking
yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of good
Get
times.
your young ass out there and get some stuff done, boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. They put me as catcher. I've never played catcher a day in my life. I'm like, all right, what am I? Well, I don't get down there because it's slow pitch and it's all underhand. I'm kind of, and I don't want the old dude hitting me upside the head with a bat. So I'm kind of standing away. It's like, all right, but yep, got an out as a catcher. He popped it up, and I got up underneath it and got it. I've thrown another guy out. It was fun. It was a good time. And I'll do that, at least once a week. And if they need an alternate or whatnot, maybe twice a week. But
That's cool, man. I'm glad for you.
Yeah.
You need to find some shit like that here, but I mean, in this podunk place I'm at, it's gonna be way too fucking hard to find something like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there might be something, but
well, you're probably not old enough anyway. That was a weird thing. You're not old enough to play senior league yet.
I'm probably not.
No, I know you're not because I just barely made it. Like, damn. So, let's see here. I got a couple of videos here that I wanted to show you. Oh, speaking of the sub, this is one I wanted to. This is the video of the sub getting its first hit since World War II. So this is the actual ship getting hit, the Iranian ship getting hit. So I wanted to. There we go. Let's do this. All right. There we're gonna like this.
I mean, it looks like it's already been hammered. Look at that big old blaze. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. So take a look at that again.
Now, calm down, people. I'm not woo-hoo-hoo-hooing about the fucking
What, are you seeing something I'm not in the chat?
destruction of and unaliving of people. I'm just saying the explosion itself.
I'm looking at it from a military aspect of it, and by what I'm saying that is when you see it hit and it come out of the water like that.
Yes,
That ship is huge.
Yeah, that thing's massive.
And to have it come out of the water like that, unreal. And it's not short either. And you can see this water going up.
Yeah.
Many meters above the actual top of it. I mean, so that's a very destructive force right there.
There's a lot of pressure there, yes.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Now, something else that technology-wise that I looked at and went, oh, well, that's interesting. And actually, we can listen to the audio of this because there is no real audio to it. So there's been a lot of drones that have been utilized overseas lately, and they're small.
That's going to be the new weapon of choice.
Yeah, and they're using it to go after single individual soldiers, stuff like that.
Okay? Absolutely, they are.
Well, you have to be able to fight them. Now, they've come up with this drone killing device. Now, watch this, because this is actually really neat. So, over in this area up this way, it'll zoom in and you'll see the drone. Okay, this right here that he's holding is his hand right here, and this is like the device that's holding this.
Right, the launcher.
Correct, which is very small. So
that's pretty cool.
And the fact that we have to build stuff like this now is very, it's sad. It's sad in the aspect that we have to come up with this type of machinery in order to take out another piece of machinery that is designed to go
cause reaction.
Right. But here's the other thing. How small are they making these drones?
Oh, they're making them uber small. They make them so small that there's just enough. They can literally be no bigger than that or even smaller, and they could carry enough explosive in it
they have what is
They
called,
hit you in the head
Yeah.
and
and there's actually
scramble your fucking brains.
there's a movie back in the day that talked about those drones that you wouldn't even see them because that's how small they were. You would hear it, and then by the time you actually saw it, that's how close it was to you, and it's already
late.
coming. Yeah, and that's reality now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they have drones that are no bigger than flies and bees that are listening drones. Okay, so you won't even realize that it's in the room with you. You just think it's another bug, unless you were to actually capture it and take it apart and look
Or
at
if
it.
you had devices in it that would detect that. So yeah, but yeah,
Most of them you can't even detect anymore because they're using a complete different style of mechanical makeup of it. A lot of it is biological in nature. They've actually hooked up living animals to certain things that pick up signals and whatnot. So you're not able to get any of it. You
That's
never know.
crazy.
It is. It's absolutely nuts. So, it's just, the amount of stuff that I've seen and the stuff that keeps coming out, and then I think about, okay, well, we have agencies that are 20, 30, 40, 50 years ahead of what I know. Okay. Like our top scientists, they are 20, 30, 40, 50 years ahead of them. Okay. And it's like, what are they
We
working
in the
on?
public have absolutely zero idea of what is legitimately out there, because that's
Yeah.
how the government.
Even those in the government have no idea what they have.
Sometimes, yeah.
Most times, actually, it's crazy. It's just one of those crazy things that I look at and go, damn. Of all the stuff that I've seen and whatnot, I'm not even scratching the surface. So, I had to work on some hydraulic stuff earlier this week, and I ended up somehow coming across a little bit of informational stuff on hydraulics. I'm like, well, this is neat. And it actually teaches how hydraulics work. Now, with gas is able to be compressed.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, hydraulic is a liquid, so it is not compressible.
Not in the same way that gas is. Can you compress liquids? Yes. But the amount of force it would take to do it is astronomical, and it's not cost effective. And we would end up breaking a bunch of stuff in the process of doing it, which makes it so good for us to have mechanical advantages on so many different things, such as forklifts, cranes, and such. You know, along with the pulleys, along with those type of advantages. Now we put in hydraulic advantage, and it just makes things way, way stronger. And this guy right here, he actually shows how hydraulics works in a fundamental breakdown that I've never seen before. And it makes so much more sense when you see him do it this way.
The person who invented the hydraulic system was a genius because liquid can never be compressed. And taking advantage of this, the engineers filled a pipe with liquid and placed pistons on both ends. As soon as pressure was applied on the first piston, it moved down 1 inch and the piston on the other side rose up 1 inch with the same force. That is, there was no loss of power. Then instead of one pipe, 4 pipes were connected to each other. When pressure was applied on the master piston, it went down 4 inches and the 4 pistons on the other side rose 1 inch each, due to which the power was distributed distributed equally among all. This system works even if the size of the piston is changed. Small pistons travel more distance and larger pistons less, but the power increases many times. The same principle is used in the brakes of vehicles, where the master cylinder is connected to smaller cylinders, so that as soon as pressure is applied on the big cylinder, the power gets divided equally among the smaller cylinders, and this is called hydraulic brake.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea of how brakes worked was only half correct. And it was because I understood that there was hydraulics involved, but I didn't understand that it went from, like he showed, little into a big, so it only moves a little bit. We're using big into small, so it moves a lot more. And I was like, holy cow. So when I started really thinking about it, and I started thinking about the machines that I'm working with that deal with the hydraulics and how everything is moving, I'm like, I understood it at a crazy basic level. Now I understand it at just a regular basic level, because I know that there's so much more that I'm still not catching in it. But just that little clip right there, after this week dealing with a bunch of hydraulic stuff, I was like, huh, maybe I can start doing this, and this is going to have this effect. I was like, all right. And then I had to stop because I was going to start tinkering with stuff I should have no business tinkering with.
You already had a designer there.
It's like, nice. So yeah,
Yeah, the engineers have already played with that, so don't play with it too much.
and then I ended up. We deal with cables, ropes, electrical cables, extension cords, stuff like that. Okay. And I've always wrapped it up and then taken one, wrapped it around, and then just kind of, there it is. I'm going to show you this old man here. And he said, I just learned it like 10 years ago. And it's the way linemen, the guys that do all the electrical stuff like that.
Yep. I just seen that as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
I looked at that and went,
that's fucking amazing. Like, duh. Why didn't I think of that?
Exactly. Duh. But I think everyone else should probably see this too, because
yeah, they may not have seen it.
Yeah. Get this guy up here.
So when people coil rope, they do a nice job, and then they get to the end and they want to know how to tie it off. And they often take a bitter end and wrap it a few times, and then take the bight and stick it through, and then stick it through one more time. And that's pretty good. I've done it that way over and over until a few years ago a lineman showed me how linemen do it. And those guys, I mean, aside from sailors, linemen probably have to deal with ropes more effectively than anybody else. And they just coil it, and then instead of taking the end and whipping it, they take any one of the loops of the bights, and they pass it around and up through the back, and now you have a loop to hang it from. It's very simple, very clean.
It's very
Pull it
crazy
apart
simple.
like that. See that?
And then
when
you're
you
right back
It
to
takes
where,
all of the monkey motion
yeah.
out of whipping off and tying up the end of the rope for storage. So when people coil rope, they
When he showed that, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I'm like, yeah, but when you undo it, what's it look like? And he immediately undoes it and goes, and it goes back to, I went,
Yep.
it's like, okay, now I
Yeah,
gotta
because
go.
you're literally taking the loop. You're just taking that loop and just undoing it, and it just falls right back to where it's supposed to be.
And everything is nice and neat and organized still.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have I grabbed a, extension cord and had it all nice and neat, and then when I went to undo the one thing, it was still twisted, and then you still got a knot somewhere.
I have an unconventional, older way of doing those, but it's too hard to.
It's the loopy, 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 loopy. Yeah.
Yeah, you basically you take your one extension cord and you run it back down to where the end meets end, and you have one piece, and you grab it and you just do a loop. You pull it through and loop it, pull it through, loop it, pull it through, loop it, and then when you get to the end, you just pull the end through, and then you just hang it, and then when you're done, you just pull that end back out, and you can literally just go boop, 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 boop,
Right.
and that's how I learned to do it.
Yep.
But I'm a pretty huge fanatic as far as some of my my tools that I use day in and day out as far as electrical stuff.
Not
Anything that has a cord on it, like electrical. So whether that be a probe or my scanner, or anything like that. I'm real particular in how I wind that shit up, because if you don't do it right,
you don't want it to pinch.
well, you don't want the wires to break inside of that sheath. So,
I'm with you. I am.
somebody
absolutely with
uses
you.
my shit and they give it back and it's not right, and I'm like, and it all comes right back apart, and I'm like,
Fix it. Yep.
okay, now it's good.
It's almost like I wish you would have just brought it to me in a pile so I could fix it. Because
Well,
having you
yes and no, because I appreciate the fact that they at least tried,
right,
but
but
I still have to do it, so it's no big deal.
you start twitching.
No matter way.
It's not right. Yeah. Let's see.
I just know no matter what happens, if I send my scanner out or my probe or whatever that I have, I already know 100% that I'm going to have to deal with it. So it's not a big deal. So it is what it is.
The name of this episode is Friends and Family. Okay?
Mhm.
And sometimes your friends are going to let you get your ass kicked because you need to learn a lesson.
As they should.
Okay? It's not that they don't have your back, but they're going to let you get your ass whooped. And sometimes you're going to get your ass whooped in a very unconditional way.
Unconventional?
Conventional. What did I say? Conditional?
Yeah.
I may have had a whiskey earlier.
I've had two. Oh.
Yeah, well, anyway. I will tell you also that sometimes your friends are going to let someone try to whoop off on you just so that you can dispel any doubt to anyone that's watching to not fuck with you again. Now, when I first start playing this, you're probably going to have the same thought that I did. Why is no one stepping in? Because if I was there, I knew I would be stepping in. Just because of the nature of the little scuffle. However, I think someone learned a lesson, a very valuable lesson. And
Sounds like I'm going to like this video.
you might. So let me get this up and running. Do that. There we go. So this is at a school. Innocent bystander, young lady, and little punk. I don't know if you saw what just happened here, but this young man took a couple of shots at this young lady
And she didn't fucking go nowhere. She's stepping up.
She put her hand in his face and pushed him away as if he was just a bug that was needing swatted. Okay?
This boy's about to get the fucking lesson in his life.
Oh no.
Now, right about here is where I went, maybe I misjudged this young lady earlier. And I rewound it and I played it again because I'm like, why is no one after this young punk? No, this is not. They let him, these bystanders are letting him get his ass handed to him.
Let
And
him
they-
get a life lesson is what they're fucking doing.
They're also letting her,
Take care of business.
exactly, and building her self-esteem in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Me next time, bitch. Fighting me again. It's fucking useless.
What are you fighting me again? This boy's already had his ass whooped.
She is straight doing hockey moves on this punk.
I wish we could see the rest of that.
I think it got. I think someone came in, stepped in, and separated them. But I looked at that and I'm like,
All I heard
I
was
would have
fighting
done a-
me again.
oh, and she's calling his ass useless. She calling a stupid punk. Knocked him on his ass twice.
Why does this sound like it's in Australia?
No, it's England.
Okay. Anyway.
Same type of accent. It's similar. So, yeah. But no, they she handled it. And that's where friends and family come in because friends are gonna stick up for you if you need it. They're gonna let you handle business if you don't. And other friends are gonna let you get your ass whooped because you're just a dumbass.
Yeah.
We like you, but guess what? We're gonna let you get your ass whooped so you learn a lesson so that you.
And that's
Quit being
kind
a
of one of
dummy.
those, hey, this is one broad you don't want to mess with. And you're about to find out. Leave her the fuck alone.
Does that remind you of anyone growing up?
Uh-uh.
No.
Uh-uh. No, not at all. She could give as good as she could get, okay?
Oh yeah. Do you remember we were playing tackle football in the yard, whatnot, and I had one of my friends grab her and set her down, and she got up and kicked him, and goes, "Tackle me." It's like, all
Quit
right,
being a bitch is what she said. Without saying quit being a bitch.
I can handle it. Like,
I got two brothers.
yeah. What, you think they're gentle on me? No, because you'd freaking stab us while we were sleeping if we were. But no, yeah, that was that. And then another set of friends. Okay. Now, sometimes you got friends with technology. Okay. And they're going to show you a cool car or a cool engine or a cool whatnot. Some of my friends fall into this category. Now, I want you to listen to what is being said here because the actual title of this is I'm Not Allowed to Talk About This Gun. So a lot of it's going to be listening, and you're going to see a little bit, but most of it's going to be listening. Okay. So let's do that. We're gonna hit here.
I've never seen anything like this. Can I make a video on it?
You absolutely cannot talk about it on camera.
For those of you in the back that didn't hear that, I'll turn it up just a little bit.
I've never seen anything like this. Can I make a video on it?
You absolutely cannot talk about it on camera.
A little late because we're rolling.
All right. Well, I'll shoot it. Going hot.
No effing way.
What did you see there, Chris?
Wow.
What did you see there, Chris?
That's cool fucking tech right there. You don't even have to drop the mag, you just flip it over. You do a 180 on that shit and it's just that's crazy.
It's not flipping it.
No, doing a 180.
It's Hi Erica, how are you?
Hell, why the frickin' where?
Easy.
When I saw that, I went, what did I just see? And watched it several times. Several.
Man.
Because I have it couldn't process. I have seen where you take the magazine and you flip it. And basically what it is it's two magazines that were basically welded together or attached together facing opposite directions, one down, one up. So you take it, you flip it, and you just keep going. It makes things fast. Okay.
You're doing this.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
Isn't it?
That's cool.
That's friends. That's family and friends right there. Teaching you, showing you something really cool. So, yeah, I looked at it and went,
I mean,
wow.
So does it just makes you wonder, is the magazine still a standard magazine as far as does it still hold, let's just say a standard magazine holds 20, does it still hold 20? It's just reversed, or is it now capable of 40 rounds?
Okay. AR. Let's say you've got an AR that shoots 223 or 5.56.
Yeah.
You then put a conversion in it, so it shoots 22.
Correct.
What if that type of conversion was put in so that two things could happen? Number one, you could have the same amount of rounds like you were talking, instead of just 20, and then taking a second magazine and there's your other 20. It's now 20 and 20. So you have 40 in there. It might be a smaller round, okay, because you put the conversion kit in there, utilizing the same type of magazine that would fit in it normally. It's just the way it's stacked inside the magazine and the way it feeds it up into.
So you're saying one side could be 223 5.56 versus
No, it'd all be 22. It's just side by side facing opposite directions and off center, so that when you load, it's coming in and grabbing the one that's facing the correct direction. Okay. Because it's coming over the top of the other one.
Right.
And it's pushing the other one to the back of where it's supposed to be at. If it does catch it, pull it, flip it, reverse it, and off it goes again.
Yeah, because they don't really specify what round they're using there.
Nope. That is, when I saw that, I'm like, Chris shows me quite a few cool little gadgets and gadgets mechanically here and there. It's time I find something that was really cool and makes him go, huh, neat.
That's fucking neat.
Isn't it?
Just be able to just do a 180 on it and just.
Instead of doing a 180 flip, it's a 180. I'm going to turn the other way. And yeah. So, yep. Well, I got one more video. I'm sure I send it to you.
I tell you, I still haven't figured out the whole X thing, so I still have to get in there and figure that shit out. But
Well, then maybe, nah, you had to have seen this. Yeah,
I
this
know.
was off of YouTube, so you would have seen it.
Maybe.
Maybe. So, this young lady has what's called Tourette's.
Dude, there's some chicks out there that have the Tourette's that are just funny as hell.
Well, I saw one yesterday and I lost it before I could save it because I was going to play that one as well. There's a cab driver or a Uber driver. She's an older lady, has Tourette's.
Dude, I have seen this. It's been forever, but it's been floating around for a minute with the old dude.
Oh, the old dude? Okay, so he has Tourette's also, her passenger. And they have such a good time.
Dude,
during
that was
ride.
funny as fuck.
Yeah. And because,
Such a good video, dude.
because he snaps over and goes, "You have Tourette's too?"
Yeah. Is that one you to show?
No, it's not.
Oh, man.
That's the one that disappeared. I couldn't find it again.
We need to find that one.
So
that's funny.
But this young lady, I've watched her for, I want to say about a year now, and she embraces it. She embraces it to a point of, one, she knows it's funny because she finds it funny, but she also uses it as a teaching for other people.
It's educational.
Right. Well, this one here is a compilation that she kind of put together of just what she considers funny. And so, turn it up. Let's go.
I haven't seen this one before.
Oh, really?
I don't think I've seen her before, no.
All right. So you're going to have to listen. Because as you can see, it's got 4 different segments here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Wrap that wiener. Tap that wiener. Slap that wiener. Tippy-tippy tap that wiener. Tap the rotisserie chicken. Stage 4 Tourette's is not a thing.
Sammy has hemorrhoids.
I don't.
Sammy has crabs.
I don't.
Sammy has a vagina.
I do.
I have a gun.
Oh my god.
I have a gun. I have a gun. I have a gun.
I don't even need a bed. I'll sleep in my gaming chair if I have to.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
She put together one with just her good friend of hers. Her mom, I think, was going through the airport. Can you imagine going through the airport? Going, I have a gun. I have a gun. You have Tourette's. You know you can't say shit like that, but what are you gonna do? You can't control it.
No, man, you just got a deal.
So I saw that and went, man, it's been a week. That shit's funny. I hope someone else finds it as funny as I do, because she doesn't take herself serious. She actually uses it to teach people what it is. And, you know, off the beginning, she said, stage 4 Tourette's is not a thing. because people actually will go out there and go, oh yeah, I've got stage 4, whatever. It's like, and she's like, that's not, it's not real.
I found that YouTube instantly.
How long is it?
40. Let me see. It's a minute long.
I think that might be the longer one because the one I saw was like 28 or 29 seconds.
This is a minute long, dude. It pretty much covers the ride. It's fucking hilarious.
Throw it up here. Let's do it.
I don't think I can. I don't know if I can even play the sound. Can I?
I don't know. Try it.
Let's.
If not, throw it in the. If you can't get it to her, throw it in the private chat. All right, there's that. And then you got to hit the sound button. Under here.
Give me a second. I have to find it.
Well, you were just on top of it.
Okay today?
I am.
Well, that's really fucking great!
Ah! Oh my God, do you have Tourette's too?
Oh my god! Do you have to?
Yes!
Oh god!
Please!
Please!
But I don't have ticks!
Oh fuck! Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Meow! Meow!
I'm a cat. I respond to meows with quiet meow.
Oh, Mrs. Claus!
No!
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 Just fingernails.
God, I'm so glad you have such a great attitude about it.
I just think the life is too short to take seriously.
Yes! Yes!
Mrs. Me! You have a great day, ma'am.
You too. I love it.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh, that's fucking amazing, dude.
Yep.
You gotta have humor, man. If you don't, what the hell's the fucking point of anything?
Here's the thing. Life throws different shit at you, and if you can't laugh at it, you're going to drive yourself absolutely bonkers, okay? And you're going to just hate everything. We've got people that have Tourette's, okay? And they're having fun with it, okay? You've got you're missing digits, you're having fun with it. Life happens, okay?
I got Pops to thank for that, though. I was pretty. I mean, I was 18 when that shit happened.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
As an 18-year-old male, and something like that happens, I don't think nowadays. I'll be honest with you. I don't think the men 18-year-olds nowadays could even fucking handle that. That's just. My life's over, and I need special attention, and I need special.
The ones that are able to handle it,
I'm fucking running it as a mechanic in a field that you
need all your digits.
You really do need all your fucking digits.
Sure.
So I'm not.
I have all of mine, and I still can't do half the shit that you're doing. I'm like,
I struggle, on some stuff. I really do, but.
You make it happen.
You just got to figure out how to find a workaround. That's really what it is. You put your body in a position that it's never absolutely fucking meant to be in, and you just make it work.
And then you score for like 3 days afterward.
At our age, yes. Sometimes 4 days.
But I would say having something similar like that, probably going to be your blue collar or your military or first responder type. That's going to be okay with mentally transitioning from, oh my God, to, yeah, this is kind of funny. Okay. For example, have you seen the guy that he's got the big beard and he's got no legs?
Mm-hmm.
And he puts a different feet on and everything like that?
Yeah.
And I guess he got some skeleton or something from like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatnot.
Yeah, the
And-
big. I haven't seen it. I've seen parts of it, but yeah, he was making feet.
yes, and he's making those little segments of it, how he's doing it and everything, and he is cracking himself up and having a blast with it. Some people can't do that, and
It's
like you were saying, they're just going to wallow in their own shit.
th-
He's taking it and
this generation of men are not capable of dealing with that. And I'm not going to say that's all of them, but
no, it's not all of them, but
most of them can't deal
Yeah.
with that type of trauma because they've just been coddled
Yeah.
their whole effing life. So
oh, absolutely. But sometimes you just got to let things happen and say the hell with it and keep going and have fun with it.
what other choice do you have, man? Live life and move on.
That's it. That's it.
What else can you do?
Yeah.
I
So-
had to learn pretty damn young for that.
Mhm.
And it took me a while to adjust and adapt. And it's,
Yeah.
Even to this day, I still have to adapt, on things. But, what, you got a choice, man. It's just something else in life you got to play with.
Yep.
So,
Or you can't play with it no more. So
well, no, because it ain't there.
that's the point. Live life to its fullest. Whatever it gives you, fucking make your lemonade out of it.
Yep. Or
Your mixed
Whiskey.
drink.
get your drink, baby.
Yep.
Just don't get crazy with it,
Yep. What do you got going on this upcoming week?
Honestly, just literally, I'm working, and then at some point, like I said earlier, I was getting the Can-Am up and prepped and stuff because spring's coming, and I had to put a battery in it. I did an oil change on it, topped off coolant, stuff like that. And I'm checking out tie rod ends, greasing it up, checking wheel bearings. So I had to order some wheel bearings for it, and now I'm just waiting for the wheel bearings to get here so that I can put a wheel bearing in it so I can go out on a ride. And then after the ride, then I'll set up some time to put the other three in. So
There you go.
I got some wheel bearings from a company that offers a lifetime warranty on them. So
Oh, no kidding. That's good.
yeah, it's pretty rare that you find parts like that are in. When I say by lifetime to the original purchaser. So
And is it a legitimate company or is it?
yeah, oh
hey,
yeah.
here's a lifetime warranty, and we're
Nope.
going to be out of business in 5 years.
No, the business was Kryptonite. The
Okay.
company's Kryptonite. Kryptonite's been around for quite a while now, so they're obviously still striving because I bought wheel bearings off of them. So,
Yeah.
And they don't only just do stuff for your Can-Ams or your Polaris or anything like that. They do stuff for pickup trucks too. So, Dodges and Rams and some other makes, models and stuff. So,
That's good.
they're not paying me to say this shit, but I'm just saying. I know Kryptonite's been around for a minute, and I've heard they've had real good quality stuff, and I'm going to put them to the test. I'm going to put them on my Can-Am, and I'm going to run them. So,
There you go.
but
I
other than
got.
that, I had to do some wiring stuff. So,
I'm going to do softball later in the week. I'm going to have you send me that link to the trickle charger dealie, Bob. So I want to take a look at that because I'm not driving the Jeep as much as I used to because it just sucks gas like it's no one's business.
well,
But at the same time, I want to turn around and take care of it as best I can as well. So
yeah, well,
So.
that's kind of like me with the GTO. I wasn't driving it either. That's why I bought the Charger so that
Yeah.
in the wintertime, because it's rear wheel drive with way too much torque and horsepower for snow and ice and
Yeah.
whatever. You just can't drive that kind of shit like that, Plus, I just didn't want to drive around in the salt and the brine and cinders and shit. So, but yeah.
Question for you: have you seen it since you've gotten rid of it? No.
No, it's like an hour and a half away from here.
Yeah, but I mean, just
Maybe longer than that.
just sometimes,
I think it was a couple hours away, actually.
just thinking about the fact that
Honestly, I don't want to. So, because it's kind of like my old pickup, my black pickup that I had when I drove out here. I traded it off and got the truck that I have now, so I could pull my camper a little bit easier and have a little more confidence with it. For something, it's silly as it is, when I have a vehicle, and I don't know how many people are the same way I am, I like my vehicle. I take care of my vehicle. It's not just a piece of equipment. And when I get rid of it,
you kind of miss it.
I kind of miss it. And I'm sure some people have the same effects too, but at the same time, most people don't see their stuff down the road, okay? Most people just don't ever see their car again. They might see something that might be their car or was very close to their car, but they don't actually see their vehicle. And unfortunately, I had to see that truck. And unfortunately, I had to see
It not being taken care of.
the shenanigans that this younger gentleman was doing with it and treating it and the way it was being treated. And I had just found out, I don't know, probably 3, 4, 5 months ago, that the guy actually wrecked it and totaled the absolute crap out of it.
Yeah.
So you and I are both of the older generation, right? So it's kind of tough when you see a vehicle that has nothing against like Murder Nova or anything like that. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but whatever. Murder Ram, and then having underglow lights under it that are just dangling because you didn't properly secure the shit. I'm not knocking anybody's sense of whatever. You do you. And some of that stuff I've seen is really cool. I'm not going to knock it. It's just not something I would have done to my own personal stuff.
Yep.
What you do to your stuff is great. That's yours. That's your personality. That's your style.
But that used to be yours, and you saw what they did to something that used to be yours, and that hurts a little.
It does, and it shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah.
But at some point you just got to go, I'm over it. I'm done.
Yep.
And most of that stuff I could deal with, but the hardest part was just the guy was he literally thought it was 1,000 horsepower truck. I mean, that thing was never off of the concrete. His foot was never off the asphalt. He had that foot so fucking hard down into the floor, it pushed through and it was hitting the asphalt because he thought that thing was a horsepower monster. And it was like, it's a pickup truck, bud.
Yep.
I mean, and I'm not saying that you can't get that kind of stuff out of it, but
Not that one. It wasn't designed for that.
well, it's not even that. It's just I already knew that he didn't. I don't want to get into it. It's just we could. Let's just say I know he didn't have the funds to do any of that kind of stuff. It was just half-assed done.
Yep.
Okay, so it's a little sad to see your rides coming around. So as far as the GTO is concerned,
You don't want to see it because you don't want to see it on the bad end.
I think the guy that has the GTO, if he still has it, is taking good care of it. I really do. It was given to an older gentleman.
Oh, okay.
So I think he's taking care of it. But also, I don't think he's keeping. If this makes any sense, I don't think he's keeping the car necessarily as something that he's going to take and enjoy and use for the next 5, 10, 15 years. I think it was more of a, I've got this. I kind of inherited this mess, which was the Can-Am, to help a friend out. He was supposed to take this back. He didn't. So now I need to try and recoup, and it's just kind of it's going to start stumbling into until he finds the right.
He's going to play with it a little bit, and then he's going to turn around and sell it. That's what you're thinking.
I'm almost sure of it.
Yeah.
Nothing against that guy or nothing, but let me tell you, rip it. That's what that sumbitch was built for.
Go have fun with it, and then before you get hurt, sell that fucker so that you can have another hobby.
Yep. Get something else that you'll enjoy.
Yep.
So, but no, I mean, it's like the Can-Am. At this point, I don't. It's still so new, and I haven't had that much ride time in it. It's been something I've been interested in a while.
Yep.
And I always said that if I got rid of the GTO, it would be cash, or I would trade it for one thing and one thing only, unless it was for my Camaro, which, that's going to be very difficult to do. But my thought was that I would see if I could find somebody that would maybe want to do some sort of trade for a Can-Am. And it was specifically a Can-Am. That was the only thing I wanted. A 2-seater Can-Am Maverick X3. Preferably turbo. Or the Turbo R. Maverick R.
Which one did you get?
I didn't get the 180 horsepower, 200 horsepower version. I did get the 120 version.
Okay.
And it's plenty.
Yeah.
Could you use more? Listen, you can always use more. But for what it is, playing on trails and doing shit, it's plenty good. Plenty.
There you go.
So I'm excited to get it up and running, and take it out for rides this spring. So I'm prepping for that.
All right.
So I like I said, I brought it home yesterday. Beautiful weather. Little tiny chilly on the face because I had the windshield up. But got in it this morning, drove it into work. Yeah, damn, was it nice. I'm like, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't really do anything because I got a wheel bearing that's bad. So, but I had to take it back in so that I could park it. And that way, when
get it fixed.
Well, when the parts get there, because that's where all my shit's at. When the parts come in, I could go there, tear it apart, fix it, and be ready for this weekend. So,
yeah. Cool.
What about you? What do you got going on?
Just gonna do some softball. Might do some community work for work. Get out in the community, do a couple of rubbing elbows and whatnot. There's an event where meet and talk with a mayor of one of the local municipalities around here and have breakfast or whatnot. But nothing crazy. Just working, softball, and maybe do some yard work if the weather stays halfway decent.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm really super happy that I'm going to knock on the wood here. I'm going to hope that the snowy weather's gone and we're just going to start coming into, springtime stuff. So I'm excited because of obviously riding. I'm going to take my above ground garden, get it cleaned up, put some more plants in it. I like the tomatoes and the peppers and the celery and stuff like that. So,
I kind of need to do.
We're going to do some more stuff too.
Good.
Down the way. So,
chicken's good.
Yeah, we got. I think we have 12.
Oh, you got a couple more then.
We have 12 now. We've been able to let them out for the last 3 days, I think.
Nice.
So, because
I bet they're liking it.
I'm telling you, I can't wait for them to start being happier, because when they're out and about free ranging, they produce eggs. So,
Yep.
there for a little bit, we weren't getting any eggs, and then we started getting like one egg, and I'm like, you guys need to start paying rent. So,
Yep. All right. Well, let's see here. It's 10 after, and it's been a good day. It's been a long day, and I think I'm going to call it an early night myself. And well, I appreciate you joining me again. I appreciate everyone out there in the chat and that watched the stream, coming out and saying hi and joining. Hopefully, you guys can, bring something in. Say, hey, look, talk about this, or bring this up, or what about this? Drop it in the email, pourbrothersdecisions@gmail.com, and we will.
Yeah, because I haven't seen anything going on there. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm in the Poor Brothers, so I haven't seen anything coming in on anything. So if you guys want us to talk about something or whatever, just hit us up through an email or come in on the chat and say, hey, what about this?
Yep. And if we don't know right then and there, we'll look into it and bring it back the next week.
Yeah, the next week or the following, whichever.
Yep. Because it depends on how much research we got to do. So, all right. Well, you got anything else going on? Whiskey wisdom or anything? If not, I'm going to have our favorite guy kick us out of here.
No. Calm mind and a full glass, go far.
That's it. That's it. And keep your damn sense of humor, people.
Mine's empty, so.
Yeah, keep the calm mind then.
And that's empty too.
All right. Well, we love you guys. We appreciate you. And where'd he go? Here he is.
I don't know how many of you are familiar with the .577 T-Rex round. Today I'm going to shoot it. That was amazing.
I don't know that that's ever going to get old, man.
No, it won't. It won't. So, anyway, people, we love you. Have fun. Stay safe. Don't do anything crazy. And if you do, send us a video and we'll play it. Love you. Bye.
You guys have a good one.